Hi folks, I just want to talk about the Prophet Muhammad and his revelations. How do we know whether the Quran is a miracle or not? I would suggest that we go back to the very start of those revelations. Muhammad talks about he was pressed as if something was squeezing him. This is in Bukhari, the most authoritative hadiths. And he's being pressed and he feels oppressed as these revelations are coming to him. He even talks about him wanting to commit suicide and throw himself off a cliff. Not once, not twice, but a number of times. I think it's maybe 5, 6, even more times than that. Now here's the point. If Muhammad is having these revelations and they are from God, then we could look at the past prophets and we can see similar characteristics in the past prophets and then see them in the Prophet Muhammad. But nowhere do you find Jonah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, any of the great prophets having that kind of experience. Nowhere does any prophet want to go off and try to commit suicide, not once, 2, 3, 4, or 5 times. When God comes to a prophet, he comes with assurance. Even when a prophet is down, like Elijah or Jonah, God is gracious and God comes to reassure that prophet. So I would ask, is the experience of Muhammad really a prophetic experience? Would God squeeze someone to the point where they were almost dying? Would God want one of his prophets to want to commit suicide 5 or 6 times? Would that be an experience of a prophet? And if it is, where can we find such experiences in other revelations or in the history of the prophets? And I don't think we can. So I say that the Quran is not a miracle. I believe it's a deception because Muhammad was deceived. He even stated some text as if it was the Quran, but then he said it's the devil. How can that be of a prophet? That's in your most authoritative hadith. I'd be really interested if Muslim scholars or Muslims could clear up these misconceptions. If you can prove to me that there are other prophets in history that had these similar experiences, then you have a strong argument. But if I look at my Old Testament, I can't find anything that relates to Muhammad's experiences like this, except for those that went off the rails and kind of messed up, such as King Saul had kind of similar experience of wanting to commit suicide, and in the end his life came to a sad end. So I would encourage you to think about this. Is the Quran a miracle from God? I don't think so.